Hi guys, welcome back to Jolie Knots. This is Crystal. Today I want to take a check-in with the pendulum and kind of see a little bit more of how the energy is standing now. Remember, this is the future and you can't actually tell the future, so entertainment purposes only. We are just playing with the energy. We're reading the energy of possibilities, I guess you'd say, the energy of possibilities. Let's see, first question, we're just gonna check to see if the energy has changed with Kamala and VP Drump. When will Mr. Drump be removed from the House of White? In what month will Mr. Drump be removed from the House of White? Looks like the energy's changed to May. Are you saying Mr. Drump will be in the House of White until May of 2025? Mild yes. Okay. What is the percentage possibility that Drump will be out of the House of White by the end of February? What is the percentage possibility? 50% by the end of February. Okay. When is the energy showing that Kamala will be back into the House of White? When will she be able to take over? What month? What month does that energy show? June. Okay. What is the percentage that Kamala will be in the House of White by June?
What is the percentage possibility that Kamala will be in the House of White by June?
%80. Has this timeline been pushed back because of the Dems not pushing for the rest of America? Have the Dems and the others need to fight harder against Drump and Muskrat? Mild yes. Okay. Let's see. Let's move on to the plane crashes. How many plane crashes have there been in the United States since Trump has been inaugurated?
Eight or nine-ish. Can't tell for some reason. Okay, let's see. How many... My elbow's not in a good spot. It's super uncomfortable right there. Okay, let's see. How many plane crashes have there been since Trump has been inaugurated into the USA? How many plane crashes have there been so far since January 21st? Yeah, it looks more somewhere like 7 or 8. I'm not super sure, but that's kind of where it looks like it's going towards. And I can't see the number really well because my finger's like in the way. I can't seem to get it better. Maybe that's better. Okay, next, let's ask, when I did the reading about, I don't know, a week ago about the plane crashes, there was only 3 at that time. They said that we were going to have 20 more in the next 15 weeks. It's only been a week, and there's been, how many more plane crashes have there been since after the first 3? How many more? 3? 3 more? 4 more? Yeah, so it must have been like 6 or 7 total. How many more plane crashes will there be from planes that are departing from the United States in the month of February? How many more plane crashes in the month of February? Looks like it's going to 2. Will there be 2 more plane crashes in the month of February on planes departing from the United States? Yes. What are the what are the percentage possibilities that there will be 2 more plane crashes in the month of February? 70%. Will both of these planes be commercial airlines? Yes. Where there'll be casualties on these plane crashes where people will die? Yes. Is it safe? Is it better? Let me see. Is it safe to fly in the U.S. at this time and point? No. Okay. Who is responsible? Who is the person or organization that is most responsible for these plane crashes happening? Please spell it out for me. P is the first letter of P. R. E. S. Sorry, my hands are so shaky, you guys. I. D. E. Are you spelling president, of course? Yeah, let's shorten this up. Are you saying president? Yes. Okay, what is the next word? Is there a word coming after president? What is the next word? M. U. S. President Musk. Oh my goodness. Okay. What is the percentage of responsibility that President Musk is responsible for these plane crashes? 60%. Is this because of did he mess with the frequencies and the magnetic fields and data for the control towers? Did he mess with things back like that? Yes, okay. Will there still be an earthquake in the near future in Los Angeles County? Yes. Can you please tell me what month we will have an earthquake in Los Angeles County? A large earthquake that is at least over 5.0. Kind of looks like February, March. Will there be an earthquake in Los Angeles County that is over 5.0 by the end of February? Strong yes. Will this earthquake be over 6.0? Strong yes, thank you. Will there also be an earthquake at the fault lines in Oregon by the end of February? Yes, thank you. So I don't know if you guys know, but there is an uptick in all of the earthquake activity in the whole fault line moving all the way from California to Oregon and Washington. There's also an uptick in Italy, Santorini Islands, Greece, like tons all over. Okay, so now I kind of want to check in on the energies of, let's first do the energy of President Musk. Oh, that was terrible. Let's try the energy of President Musk and let's see what the cards tell us, just so we can get a little bit of a better idea. The Pendulum had told me quite some time ago, but, you know, depending on our timelines and our shifts and all that kind of stuff, I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but the Pendulum did tell me that he was under arrest at some point. He was being held. All these interviews that he's doing are just lies and deceit and, you know, plans to bring other people down, but I'm not really sure exactly why all of this would be happening so terribly. So let's just, I don't know, let's see what the cards say. Whoa. I'm just going to do a basic Celtic cross. Okay. So the situation here is
generosity, giving, spending, openness, the financial insecurity, reckless spending. So the situation is that, you know, Musk is looking for fraud, reckless spending. He thinks that he's saving money doing what he's doing here. He thinks that he is saving money doing what he's doing here. Okay, and then next, what is his obstacle is the Emperor. The Emperor is his obstacle. Tyrant, domineering, being super rigid and stubborn, or being stable, you know, so either the upside down or the right side up is the obstacle. Either of them could be the obstacle. Okay, let's see what's going on into his subconscious. Recovery, learning to cope, facing life. He thinks that he's finding help. But it seems he also has a little bit of shame and guilt and some mental health issues going on back there. I mean, he is autistic, but I'm not sure this follows in line with that sense of it. Okay, and let's see what is in the conscious. In the conscious mind is the Three of Wands, planning. He's planning, he's, looking ahead, foresight. Here into the past, self-doubt, weakness, not being strong enough, inadequate. Maybe that's kind of like how he viewed himself previously. But in the near future, he's being arrogant and reckless. The Knights are all about quickness, and he's upside down. So he's just being volatile, domineering everything. And then the energy of him, where he is at right now. Where he is at. Recovery, awakening, re-entering the world. Maybe he thinks this is how he's growing. He was previously a Democrat or independent or whatever he looked at in his politics, and he thinks this is his awakening from it. I tell you, it's nowhere near our awakening. And the energy of the environment, they do, is lack of purpose, disarray. They have no idea what they're doing. Everybody's confused, it's all illusions and lies. So that's pretty interesting. All right, and then next in with his hopes and fears. His hopes and fears, hasty, impatience, lacking ideas. He is prone to tantrums, hopes or fears, lazy, unreliable. He's definitely super distracted. This guy's going all over the place in every direction. I know how that is because I am also on the spectrum and don't focus so much on just one thing, and you're all over the place, and I can totally see that in him. And the outcome is going to be moving on, finding peace, accepting contentment, seeing positives. How is that going to relate to President Musk? He's going to be moving on, finding peace. Is he going to keep going on with this? Let's see. What is the energy around
President Musk? What is the energy around him and Trump? How long is this going to go on? How long is this going to go on? You know what? Instead of looking at them again, let's look at Miss Kamala. Let's see how Miss Kamala is doing with all this. How is her war going on in the background with, moving towards the White House? How is she feeling? How's she hanging in there and going at it? What is her energy like? Oh my. Okay.
Aw. Her obstacles, ruin, failure. This is like the end before the revival. The 10 is the last before, you know, and swords are all about her thoughts and her mind. She's exhausted. She feels victimized and betrayed. Like she's not yet fighting. Or maybe she's fighting, but it's like, you know, the situation is she's still fighting. It's the end of it. This is what's going on. And then her obstacle, there you go, the fighting. The 5 of Swords, arguments, disputes, you know, aggressive swords still all in her mind. So this reading is the energy that in her mind, what she's thinking about. The bullying, intimidation, conflict, you know, she's stressing out with all of this that's happening. Reconciling, having compromise and revenge. These are all her obstacles, the upside and the reverse. Then what we have going on in her subconscious, her intuition, the mystery of everything. She's trying to figure it out. She's trying to listen to the universe to figure out what to do next and how to move forward. That's her subconscious. So going right along in with her thoughts. And then her conscious, there's that plan. Remember I was saying she's going to have the end. Remember I said she's going to have the end of the road and then beginning of the plan, the new opportunities. And the Pentacles is all about, you know, like resources, worldly, money, abundance, prosperity, stability. So this is what is on her mind, her conscious mind. And then in her past, the Harvest. She thought she was going to win, you know, the rewards. Again, the worldly, the Pentacles, you know, the 5 points of the star is the worldly, you know, each of the elements and yourself. This is everything that has to do with the world. The swords are your thoughts, remember? So in her thoughts, and then she's looking to her intuition to figure out what to do. And on her mind, you know, is her new plan, her new opportunities. You know, she thought she had the rewards. This is, I mean, she did. She won, obviously, and they're cheating her, but this is what she thought that she had. Or this is her past. This is where she was. And then let's see her future. There's those Pentacles again. Giving, spending. She's being open. She's having reckless spending. Or she's coming in, her future is coming into mix with that situation of what Musk was earlier, where his situation was. And she could be now intermingling with this and coming into it. Maybe Musk is awakening, you know, to something, and he's gonna, you know, maybe he's waking up. Like real waking up. Okay, and her energy, where she is at, her energy, materialistic, wasteful. Where she is at, the King of Pentacles reversed. This is typically a card of where you are and where you're standing in your energy. But this is also typically my Trump card, which is upside down. So maybe she's so focused on what he's doing. I mean, that's kind of how I'm interpreting it. And this is for entertainment purposes only, you guys. They're cards reading the energy. Okay, her environment. She's stuck in the past, returning to trouble, feeling trapped. So it does seem like, so swords again back into her head, somehow intertwining with Musk and Trump. We've got both of those cards, and she is being stuck there. And then her hopes and fears Oh my gosh, more pentacles. These pentacles are all over the place. Fears, she's being guarded. Feeling unstable. She could be trying to fight, but recklessly, and maybe that's why the timeline's pushed back. Maybe she's not choosing the right battles or choosing the right people. Maybe President Trump and President Musk have, you know, gotten into the people that she knows also, or the people that can help her. Okay, let's see. Last card here is the outcome. The outcome. Sacrifice. Uncertainty. This is kind of like the waiting game. You know, you're hanging out, but you're contemplating like what's going to happen. You're not necessarily moving forward. You're not necessarily like having the plan or the best plan, or, you know, being so amazing at it. You're kind of feeling more like you're lacking in the direction and trying to figure out what to do in that sense. So maybe this is why there's a delay. Maybe there are, you know, some issues. Maybe the obstacle, you know, exhausted and having a dead end and feeling betrayed. Maybe she's found out that somebody's betrayed her, and maybe they're linked here. She's giving her energy up to Trump. Like, Musk is her future and Trump is like her energy. She's giving her energy up to them. This is not necessarily the energy I expected to be getting. So that is that. I think this video is probably long enough. I'll try to do some more, maybe in a separate video. I kind of want to do a Lenormand spread on like Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, and see what's going on with them, and, you know, how their next 3 months looks. All right. Anyways, thank you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.